Hey friend, welcome to the BotBuhdy AI report. Today we've got a packed show for you. Florida Supreme Court issues first statewide rule holding. South Korea's care robot industry surges as population ages. Columbia robot finally masters realistic lip movements. U.S. states passed 145 AI laws in 2025. And finally, Stanford breakthrough brings practical quantum computing. Let's get into it.
Florida just drew a line in the courtroom sand. The state Supreme Court had passed a new rule requiring every attorney to personally verify that AI-generated content in court filings does not contain fake case citations. This comes after multiple documented incidents of lawyers submitting briefs packed with fabricated legal precedents, generated by language models, and never checked by a human. The message from the bench is clear. The robot did it is not a legal defense. You sign the filing, you own it. A federal judge is now pushing for a nationwide version of the rule. The era of blame the algorithm just ended in American courtrooms, and every licensed professional should be paying attention.
Now, this is impressive. Seriously, take a look at what they pulled off.
South Korea is running out of people, and it is betting on robots to fill the gap. Companies like Angel Robotics and Cosmo Robotics are scaling wearable rehabilitation machines for elderly and disabled users at a pace that would have seemed impossible 5 years ago. Cosmo Robotics saw a 250% surge on its COSDAQ debut in May. The country faces one of the sharpest demographic declines in the developed world, and the cost of human caregivers is becoming unsustainable. So the machines step in, not to replace workers who left, but to replace the generation of workers who were simply never born. This is what AI infrastructure looks like when the stakes are human lives.
This is fascinating. The more I looked into this, the more interesting it got.
A robot just learned how to smile while it speaks. Researchers at Columbia Engineering trained a humanoid system to produce natural lip movements by having it observe thousands of hours of human conversation. The result is a machine that closes the gap on one of the most persistent triggers of the uncanny valley, the subtle mismatch between spoken words and facial microexpressions that makes robots feel wrong in a way that is hard to explain but impossible to ignore. For decades, that micro mismatch has blocked social robotics from moving into homes and hospitals. This team may have finally solved it. The question now is not whether robots can move or talk. It is whether we will ever fully stop noticing that they are not us.
All right, I want to flag this one. We should keep a close eye on where this goes.
If you thought AI regulation was stalled in Washington, look at the states. A new Data Grail report reveals that U.S. state legislatures passed 145 AI-related laws in 2025 alone. Over 1,000 additional bills were introduced. The rules span privacy protections, algorithmic transparency, deepfake restrictions, and oversight of automated decision-making. Federal policy remains fragmented and slow. The states are not waiting. Companies racing to deploy AI everywhere are discovering that moving fast now means navigating a legal patchwork that changes faster than their model releases. 50 state houses are writing the AI rulebook in parallel, and the map gets denser every single month.
Wait, what? I had to read this one twice. This changes things.
Quantum computing just took one giant step out of the freezer. Stanford researchers demonstrated a working quantum device that operates at room temperature, using twisted light to entangle photons and electrons without the extreme cooling that has locked quantum machines inside physics labs for decades. This is a big deal. The main reason quantum computers cannot scale beyond experimental conditions is that they require temperatures close to absolute zero, and that thermal engineering is harder than the quantum hardware itself. A room temperature path changes the timeline from decades away to an engineering problem. The machine designed to break every encryption standard we rely on just became significantly more real. The race to build it first just got a lot more interesting.
That's all for today, friend. If you found this helpful, smash that like button and hit subscribe. I will see you tomorrow with more AI news. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and remember, leverage your intelligence.